We welcome all our distinguished guests, top government functionaries, our royal fathers, professionals, people who are distinguished in all fields of endeavor, captains of industry. We welcome you all to this very special event, which marks the formal crowning of the new Oba of Benin. At this event, his new name will be unveiled, taking that name, that title, on Tuesday. It is known perhaps only to him at this moment, but we would all know in the course of this very momentous event, which is the making of history and crowning of the Oba of Benin. Before now, the last Oba of Benin was crowned in 1979, in March 1979. And today we are witnessing history again as Benin crowns the next monarch.
At the same time, the royal court church have to perform now. Not the other one you are now.
Sir, welcome General Charles Airiabe. You are most welcome. Welcome, as we expect, the Minister of State for Health, Dr. Sage Ehanire. We welcome his wife, who is already here, Dr. Elena Ehanire. You are most welcome. We welcome Dr. Edugie Abebe, MNI. You are welcome. Glad to have the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Edo State, Right Honorable Dr. Justin Okonobo. You are most welcome, sir. We are glad to have attending this momentous event His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Niger State. You are most welcome.
We'd like to also welcome very specially the immediate past Inspector General of Police, Mr. Solomon Arase. He's here with us. And as all our very eminent people begin to arrive here,
the Speaker of the House of Assembly is supported here by other members of the Assembly. You are most welcome. We welcome the Onoji of Okpoji Kingdom, Zaiki Ehidiame the First. You're welcome, sir. We are glad to welcome respectfully the Oroje of Okpe. You're welcome, sir. We are welcome especially the Olu of Wari, Ogiame Ikenwale. We welcome also King Jaja of Opobo. You are most welcome. We are glad to welcome the Obi, Dr. Efezomo II, OON. We welcome His Royal Majesty Emmanuel Sideso, OVA of Wano, OVA of Uwe Kingdom, I beg your pardon, in Delta State. Welcome the wife of the Edo State Deputy Governor, Deaconess Endurance Odubu. You are most welcome. Some civil commissioners are here already. I saw earlier on the Commissioner for Works, Barrister Osaudion Ogie, the Commissioner for Environment, Prince Clem Agba. You are most welcome.
this is indeed the gathering of eminent people. The traditional institution well represented from across the country, and even the clergy are also here. I'd like to welcome the Archbishop of the Catholic Church in Benin City, His Grace Most Reverend Dr. A.O. Akubeze is here with us. And as I welcome some of you, I can see several captains of industry. I can see several heads of government parastatals and agencies especially at the federal level, that are all here. You are most welcome. The Olugbo of Igbo, Oba Kirontan, is also here with us, His Royal Majesty. And let me also welcome His Royal Highness Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agubuzo. He is actually the chairman, Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers, and Chancellor, National Open University of Nigeria. You're welcome.
We welcome His Grace, the Most Reverend Dr. F.J. Imeakai, J.P., Archbishop of Benda Province of the Anglican Communion, here representing the primate of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion. We welcome His Lordship, the Right Reverend Dr. P.O.J. Imaswe, MFR, Bishop of Benin Anglican Communion. We welcome His Royal Majesty, Oharisi III, J.P., the Ovie of Ugali Kingdom in Delta State. Our Royal Fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the journey to this event began actually over 63 years ago, because the Oba of Benin is born and not made. However, the immediate rites culminating in the coronation started 12 days ago with the Oba, then as Edaiken Nuselu, moving from the Edaiken's palace and taking all the traditional routes, performing all the traditional rites, in spite of being a 21st century monarch, ensuring to perform all the rites of his forefathers, including the climbing of the tree known in Benin as Amamieson Aimiuwa, meaning there is no pleasure without some form of challenges. He performed that rite heroically. He also performed other rites, including the various battles, the various wrestlings. He performed all those rites before getting to the stage of mounting the throne of his forefathers, the throne of his ancestors. We welcome especially Reverend Dr. Felix Omobude, President, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria. Welcome, sir. We welcome His Royal Highness Sule Idiaye, the Ima of Somorika in Akoko Edo local government area. We welcome His Royal Highness Alhaji Jimo from Owan East local government area, Afuze. He is here represented His Royal Majesty Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo. You are most welcome. Which, ladies and gentlemen, it will interest you to know that the Oba has chosen a name. He did that 2 days ago on Tuesday at Use. The name will be unraveled here at this ceremony. None of us knows the name, but the name will be unraveled here as soon as he is formally crowned. The story of Use dates back to several centuries ago, about the 13th century AD, following the institution of the Eweka dynasty, the present dynasty, of which our present king is the 39th on the line, the 39th Oba of Benin. He chose a name at Use. Use is of historical significance as the place where Eweka the First chose his name several centuries ago, beginning the Eweka dynasty. We welcome His Royal Highness Ambassador Godwin Aigbe, the Enogie of Uhiri Dukedom. We welcome the clan head of Ibiuwu Kingdom in Akwa Ibom State. It's indeed a long route to becoming the Oba of Benin after choosing the name at Use. This morning, His Royal Majesty is going to walk, a labyrinth indeed, is going to walk through historical paths before he arrives this arena. He's going to walk, for those who know Benin very well, he's going to walk from the palace, the very first palace that existed before this present palace. The Oba is going to walk from that palace at Osama. From there, he will take Isekere, all the traditional routes before arriving Benin. This is Benin. Although he's coming from Benin, this is now Benin, the seat of the monarch. We want to specially recognize the following members who formed the planning committee for this unique event. A unique event put together for a unique Oba in a unique kingdom. Please put your hands together for Benin Kingdom. The Coronation Planning Committee, as I told you earlier, is headed by His Royal Highness Professor G.I. Akenzwa, the Enogie of Ewobanosa and Abudu. On the committee, we have Prince Aratise A. Diawa, Prince Omoegbe A. Diawa, Prince Ehioze A. Diawa, Princess Mrs. A.C. Emovon, Professor, Princess Mrs. Ekiwa Ine, Princess Mrs. Ikoyeme Aimiwu, General Godwin Abe, retired, Ambassador E.E. Imohe, Ambassador D. Hart, Olorogun Moses Tega, Chief Charles Unwensuyi Edosoma, S.A.N., Omouyi Omonuwa, S.A.N., Chief Mike Ozekome, S.A.N., A. Alege, S.A.N., Mr. Ide Egwabo, Honorable Joseph Omo Tioma, Mr. Arthur Ogogo Obayuwana, and Mr. Frank Irabo. They make up the planning committee for this very auspicious event. We have the representative of the Emir of Zozo in Zaria here with us. You're most welcome. Is Alhaji Jibril Abubakar, representing the Mayor of Zozo in Zaria. We welcome you again, the wife of the Deputy Governor, Dickiness Endurance Odubu. I believe I saw a while ago the Iyase of Benin Kingdom, Chief Sam Igbe. Our father, you're welcome. We welcome Barrister Kingsley Otuaro, the Deputy Governor of Delta State. Is here with other top government functionaries. You're welcome.
Your Excellencies, Royal Majesties, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'd like to welcome all of you to this, like my sister said, very unique, very important event. Let me welcome the former governor of this state, a very sound legal mind. I'd like to welcome Professor Osumbo, who's here with us. Your Excellency, I welcome you very specially. You're welcome, sir. And also here is a very proud son of this state, one of the finest cultural, musical, and academic icons of this state. Professor Victor Wifo is also here with us. Professor, I welcome you. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Let me quickly announce here that just very few people will be allowed to go welcome the Vice President when he arrives. So the following people will be led by His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, Dr. Odubu, His Royal Highness Prince Professor G.I. Akelze, Engineer Dr. Greg Ero, General Godwin Abe, Chief Elama Oseni, Ambassador Imahe, Ambassador Dan Hart, and Chief Igbe, the ES of Benin. These are the people that will rise to welcome His Excellency the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
We welcome specially the Chairman of the Delta State Traditional Rulers Council, His Royal Majesty, Obi Dr. Efezomo, Obi of Owa. Welcome, sir. We welcome Honorable Justice Cromwell Idahosa, Chief Judge of Edo State, and other judges here with him. You are welcome, my lord. Welcome specially the former senator representing Edo South Senatorial District, Senator Ehigie Uzame, and his wife. You are welcome. There are actually 3 planning committees for this event. The Coronation Planning Committee, of which I announced the members earlier. There is also the Government Committee, made up of Chief Oseni Elama as chairman. Other members are Barrister Henry Idahagmo, Prince Clement Agba, Architect Francis Ewoma, Chief Tom Uloko, Barrister MacDonald Obasuke, and Mr. Moses Obakbolo. Well done, well done. Success story all the way. We have also had the Finance Committee, made up of Engineer Dr. Gregory Ero as chairman, Captain Hosa Okumbo as vice chairman, and other members, Mr. Alfred Okoigun, Mr. Greg Wanseru, and Mrs. Angela Jide Jones. Well done, all of you, well done. I believe an applause is right for the committee. Please put your hands together for the 3 committees that put this special event together.
Again, we'd like to welcome all of you, and several people from the corporate world, the private sector, are also beginning to come in. The chairman of Hogg Robinson Nigeria Limited, Mr. Bode Emmanuel, has also arrived. We'd like to welcome you especially. Let me welcome very specially His Royal Highness Alhaji Aliru H. Momo, the Otaru of Auchi. And also let me welcome here one of the finest orators in this country, the former Minister of Aviation, former Minister of Information. I want to say, man, in case Nigeria wants to go to the World Cup of speech, he should represent us. Let me welcome here Chief Nneya Nwodo. I welcome you. Thank you very much. I welcome you. And representing His Royal Majesty Oba Riwanu Akiolu I, Oba of Lagos, Chief Nuruddin Agoro, and Prince Ayodele Oyekan. I welcome you. I welcome you all, sir. You're welcome.
We welcome specially one of our royal personalities. Jaime, Dr. D.U. Edebi, the Esogma of Benin Kingdom. You're welcome, sir. We welcome Professor Satogiwa Osagi, the Oba Isiagbon of Benin Kingdom. We welcome specially His Royal Highness Ehizoje II, the Onoje of Ogwa Kingdom. We welcome His Royal Highness Peter Osigbeme Owenweko of Okpekpe. We welcome Honorable Justice Constance Momo, a former Chief Judge of Edo State. We welcome Justice Gladys Olotu of the Federal High Court. We also welcome Engineer Festus Ewoma, JP. We welcome Senator M.T. Ubu, representing the entire Ambassador M.T. Umbu family. You're welcome. We also welcome Mr. Bode Emmanuel, a captain of industry. Welcome Prince Henry Omoodion, the Odun Anoba of Benin Kingdom.
The Vice Chancellor of Ambrose Ali University, Professor I.A. Onimawo, is here. I'd like to welcome Elder Professor Tess Soray, Great Christian Festival Worldwide. Deaconess Tess Soray and Elder Dr. Iyayi here. Alhaji Aliu Ahmad Chiroma Damawa is here at this event representing His Royal Majesty Lamido of Adamawa. And also here representing the Emir of Gwandu, Kebbi State, Sarikin Kundu, Kudun Gwandu, and Marafan Gwandu. All of them are here. His Royal Majesty King Opoitari Diongoli, I'd like to welcome him. He's actually from the Okpokuma Kingdom in Bayelsa State. I welcome you, Your Royal Majesty.
We welcome Alhaji Ahmed Mora, National President of the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. You're most welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome specially His Royal Highness Edomoyi Ogiegbai, the Enoge of Egbai, His Royal Highness Ogyugo, Enoge of Ugoni Yokoriomo. We welcome also Efemo Keke Sonye, the Enoge of Mwina, His Royal Highness Iduriase Enoge of Enyai. You are most welcome. We welcome the chairman of the Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers, His Majesty King Jaja of Opobo. You are welcome. We welcome His Royal Majesty King Dr. Leslie Unyebuchi Eke. Welcome. Welcome His Royal Majesty Anthony Ogbogbo Ibuka I, the Ovie of Ozoro Kingdom. Oba Gatokpe. We welcome Professor Dennis Agbonlaho, former Vice Chancellor of the Ambrose Ali University. He's here with his wife. We welcome also Brigadier General Don Idada Ikmome, former Provost General of the Nigerian Army. We welcome His Royal Highness Izoje Eluojerio I, the Onoje of Igwebe Kingdom. You are welcome, sir. Welcome on the entourage of our royal father, the Olu of Warri, various chiefs from Warri, Chief T.Y. Pesu. We welcome Chief Francis Omasheye. We welcome Chief Ayeri Emami. We welcome Chief Eyitemi Diden. You are most welcome. Welcome Kola S. Okiaya Ine, S.A.N. You're welcome, sir. We already acknowledged the Chief Judge of Edo State. Special guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the event is being attended by the high and mighty in society. You will agree with us. Sometimes it's not easy to take all the recognitions. You're all very special people. You're all very important people. The event that we're witnessing today started 12 days ago on the 8th of October with the Edaiken moving from the Edaiken's palace. The then Edaiken is now the Oba of Benin by the grace of God. The then Edaiken moving from the Uselu palace, the Edaiken's palace, and received by palace chiefs from Benin Kingdom as he was handed over to them by Uselu chiefs. A very interesting aspect of our culture. So many enactments of history. So we must congratulate ourselves that today we are part of making history. We give God the glory. As we said, the Oba lives on foot through various labyrinths, various traditional routes. He goes through Isekere. He crosses the Omi River to enter Benin Kingdom. And then, as he comes to this arena, the formal crowning is performed before he moves to the present palace of the Oba of Benin, which was declared at the present location by Oba Ewedo in 1300 AD. Welcome Sir Steve Odigie, former Attorney General of Edo State. Welcome the Obi of Abo in Undokwa East, His Royal Majesty Obi Imegu II. Welcome His Royal Majesty Otwe Murphy Orugbezi of Okwara.
In the King Jaja of Okwobo's entourage is Alabo NF Diri the Sixth. And I'd like to also welcome Your Excellencies, our Royal Fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Director General of the National Commission for Museums and Monuments, Yusuf Abdallah Usman, is here with us. Let me welcome a very worthy son of the soil, former head of the civil service of the Federation, Mr. Steve Arosai, is also here with us. I'd like to welcome you, sir. Let me welcome Vice Admiral A. Akin Aduo, Paralashe of Ife, Obateru of Aye, former military governor, Old Western State, and former chief of the naval staff. He's here with us. Of the corporate bodies are here. We have a very strong representation from Seplat Petroleum Development Company Limited PLC, under the leadership of Mr. Austin Avuru. Wonderful team. Dr. Choma Wanchukwu is here, and Prince Dr. Chooks is also here with us, who is actually GM Ops, Operational Support. I welcome all of you. The diplomatic corps are fully represented here. Mr. Mamadou Mustafa Sek, Deputy Head of Mission Senegal, is here. His Excellency Dr. Painges Jabi T. Shipo, Republic of Namibia, is here. His Excellency General Louis Mashwen Yego Fisher, Botswana. Dr. Luca Atanasio, Deputy Head of Mission Italy. His Excellency Indo Pierbe Femin, Burkina Faso. His Excellency Ba Abdurrahman, Mauritania. His Excellency Paul Arkwright, spouse, Great Britain. His Excellency Mahamani Amadou Maiga, Republic of Mali. Let me also welcome His Excellency the Ambassador of Spain to Nigeria, the Ambassador of Argentina, the Ambassador of South Sudan, His Excellency Fatima Rajab of Tanzania, the Ambassador of Equatorial Guinea to Nigeria. And also here is the Director of Protocol, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Gelda is also here with us. Let me welcome from the Royal Danish Embassy, from the Swedish Embassy, and from the Finnish Embassy. Sao Tome and Principe also has the ambassador at this event. And the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, Chief Olusegun Awolowo, is also here with us. I welcome you.
We are glad to welcome the Deputy Governor-elect of Edo State, Honorable Philip Schwaibu, who at the moment is a member of the House of Representatives. You're welcome. We welcome the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Alhaji Ibn Mohammed, here represented by the Zonal Director of the Benin Network Center, Mrs. Pauline Igbano. We welcome His Royal Highness Dr. D.E. Igiehon Enogie of Eho, His Royal Highness S.I. Obade III, Onoje of Ugbegun. You are most welcome. It will interest you to know, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that the Oba for whom we are gathered to honor has had a distinguished career in both government and the private sector. We know, of course, that he has been an ambassador who has served in various countries, including Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Angola, Albania, and Italy. He has had a distinguished career, starting with government, apart from being a former ambassador. He has worked with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as head of diplomatic mission and principal representative of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a very well-traveled Oba indeed. He has worked with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, as director and member of the board of directors. He was specifically at the office known as the Integrated Data Services Limited. The Oba has worked with the Edo State government in the Edo State Economic and Social Council. Part of the duties of that body was to advise the executive governor on matters of socio-economic development of the state. The Oba has also worked at the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. He was a nominated member of ECOWAS Presidential Election Monitoring Mission to Ghana. The Oba has also worked as an intern, a graduate intern with the United Nations Organization. He has also worked at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs as an administrative officer and research assistant. In spite of his busy schedule, the Oba, Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo, the name of which we will soon find out, in spite of his busy schedule, has devoted time also for research. He has published several works, including the one entitled Threat Perception in Nigeria Foreign Policy. That write-up was contributed to the Nigerian Forum publication by the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs. He's a director and chairman of several companies. Apart from being a former ambassador, he is himself a captain of industry. He's well-traveled, well-educated, attended the best schools in the US and Europe. He is the director of King Wilkinson, which was later taken over by Babcock, now known as Babcock King Wilkinson. He is a director of that British-owned company. The Oba is also a director and shareholder of Dencon Engineering and Construction Company. We welcome the scion of the Awolowo family, Segun Awolowo. You're most welcome. Welcome the delegation of the Immaculate Conception College Old Boys Association, ICOBA, led by Engineer John Omorege. He is the national president. You are most welcome. Professor Raymond Eliho, JP, is on that delegation. Mr. S.S. Bogun is also on that delegation. We're happy to have with us Senator Princess Florence Itagiwa, you're welcome.
I'd like to welcome very specially the wife of the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Deaconess Endurance Odubo. I'd like to welcome you very specially. And also here is Mrs. Victoria Oyegu, wife of the National Chairman of APC. Mr. Wale Tinubu is also here from Oando Oil. Otumba Funsho Lawal, CON, Chairman, Soginal Oil, is also here with us. A very fantastic man. One of those that believes very strongly in Project Nigeria. Engineer Dr. Dele Omenago and his lovely wife are also here with us. I'd like to also welcome very especially the former Group Managing Director of NNPC, Mr. Giles Obasaki and his lovely wife. They're here. Haji Atinumbu, the Iyalode of Lagos, is also here. I welcome all of you.
We are glad to welcome Honorable Justice S.O. Uwaifu, retired Justice of the Supreme Court. We welcome His Royal Majesty Anthony Ehizoje Abumere II, the Onoje of Ekboma. We welcome John Bray, U.S. Consul General. We welcome very specially His Royal Majesty the Ata of Igala Land in Kogi State.
Some of the state governors and delegates are arriving. Let me say welcome to the very powerful delegation from Delta State. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, Barrister Kingsley Utwaru, is here. Your Excellency, we welcome you. The Chief of Staff to the Governor, Tam Brisbane, is also here. Chief Festus Ochonogo, Senior Political Advisor to the Governor, is also here. Senator Ewaruwado, Special Advisor to the Delta State Governor, and Honorable Steve Oroto, Deputy Chief of Staff to the Delta State Governor. All of them are here. It's a family, really. It used to be Old Bendel State. So we are not surprised that Delta State is here with a very, very powerful delegation.
We're glad to welcome the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin, Professor Oji Oshodi. We welcome also Professor Obi Osadolo, Dean of Students of the University of Benin. We welcome former Minister of External Affairs, Chief Tom Ikimi, to this very special occasion. Welcome, sir. We welcome the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Professor Ibadome. You're most welcome. We acknowledged earlier the presence of the Honorable Chief Justice of Edo State, Justice Cromwell Idahosa.
Some of the family members of the newly crowned king are coming in. His second son is here. Let me, Obanato Aredioa, handsome young man who says his elder brother might take over in 50 or 60 years' time when this one translates. I'd like to welcome you very especially. You're welcome. And also here, I'd like to welcome Apostle and Mrs. Hayford Alile, boardroom guru, former president of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And also here, Dr. and Mrs. Clement Alile, former secretary to the government of Edo State and head of the civil service of the state. You're welcome, sir. I'd like to very especially welcome the Speaker of the House of Representatives, here represented by Honorable Alhassan Ado Dokwa, the Chief Whip of the House of Representatives. I welcome you. You're welcome. And also here is Professor and Mrs. A.R. Anau, former Vice Chancellor, University of Benin. That is here. Let me welcome all of you, distinguished guests, ladies and To specially welcome here from the jewel of the savannah, Gombe State, His Excellency, the Governor of Gombe State, Alhaji Ibrahim Hassan Dakwambo. Your Excellency, we welcome you to Edo State. You're welcome. Let me also welcome here one of those captains of industry and titans of the private sector, Mr. Kitude Ayeni. You're also welcome here very specially. I welcome you.
Royal fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, apart from being an old student, they want me to say an old boy. I cannot call my king a boy. So apart from being an old student of Immaculate Conception College, ICC, His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin, also did his A-levels at Edo College, Benin City, one of the foremost secondary schools in this town, and the delegation of the old boys is led by Dr. Emmanuel Igarewa. You're welcome. The Honorable Commissioner for Home Affairs, Lagos State, Dr. Abdul Hakim Latif, here representing the Governor of Lagos State. You're most welcome. The Ima of Benin is here. Also is Dr. and Mrs. George Agbonlaho. We welcome His Royal Highness Prince Osaitin Akenzwa, the Enoge of Okodigi. We welcome most sincerely His Royal Highness King TST Prince Will, the Amayanabo of Kalabari Kingdom in Rivers State. We welcome also some ambassadorial friends of His Royal Majesty. We are glad to welcome His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Gambia, Famora Goye. We also welcome His Excellency, William Awinado Rige, the High Commissioner of Ghana. You're most welcome. Any moment from now, top government functionaries. We are expecting the President, we are expecting the Vice President, we are expecting the Edo State Governor. The Governor-elect is also expected to be here also. The Minister of State for Health, who is a son of the soil, is also expected to be here. And of course, the reason for which we are all gathered to witness the coronation of the Oba of Benin. Of course, the Oba himself is expected to make his grand entry into this arena any moment from now. As I said earlier, the journey to the throne began over 60 years ago when he was born, because the Oba of Benin is born and not made. It will interest you to know, however, that he was initiated into the Royal Palace Chamber of Iwebo on the 6th of October last year as part of preparing him for this very unique function as the Oba of Benin. And as first son of the then monarch, he was installed the Edaiken Nuselu on the 12th of March this year. We welcome a former governor of Edo State, a national chairman of the country's ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, APC. Chief John Odigie Oyegun is here with his wife. You're welcome, sir. Welcome, a foremost daughter of the soil also, Mrs. Ifweko Okaru. You're welcome. Also here is Dr. Chioma Wanchuku of the External Affairs and Communications. of distinguished personalities indeed, here to witness the coronation of the Oba of Benin, Oba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo, ambassador to various countries for 15 years.
As the siren blare, let me very quickly welcome the following. Dr. Ambassador Stokes Harford, former Ghana ambassador to Italy, Isian Ogbebo. Here is Mr. Greg Ogbefun, Chairman and CEO of Stars Investments Company. His Royal Majesty, Dr. Michael Idakwu Ame Oboni II, the Ata of Igala Land, Chairman Igala Traditional Council, and President of the Kogi State Council of Chiefs. I welcome you, sir. Also here is the mother of the governor-elect, and let me also specially welcome His Excellency Dr. Pius Odubo, Deputy Governor of Edo State, and my sister already welcome the National Chairman of the APC.
We're glad to welcome His Royal Highness Benjamin Ikechukwu Keagbo Ekuzi I, the Dane of Agbo Kingdom. We welcome Chief Iyekoetin Osula, the Osula of Benin Kingdom. We welcome also Chief Dr. Eduwu Ekato, the Oba Sogie of Benin Kingdom. We welcome Chief Charles Edosoma, SAN, the Oba Suyi Nogaiwo of Benin Kingdom. We welcome Chief Matthew Atama, the Ogiesoba of Benin Kingdom. You're most welcome, Chief Joe Ogbebo, the Efe Soroba of Benin Kingdom. We welcome Chief Osaumese Erarewa, the Toroba Rase of Benin Kingdom. We welcome Chief Sonny Ogbeide, the Osaiwie of Benin Kingdom. You're all welcome. We welcome also Chief Sonny Agwebo, the Osamoba of Benin Kingdom. We have a list here representing the medical committee. We have Professor and Mrs. Austin Obasohan, former CMD of the UBTH, Dr. and Mrs. Dominic Osagai, MNI, former National President, NMA, and MD of Modi Clinic. We have Dr. and Mrs. Sylvester Ojobo. We have Dr. and Mrs. Michael Ibadin, CMD of the UBTH, and we have Dr. and Mrs. Ofoge, also of the UBTH. Please welcome the senator representing Edo State, the senator representing Edo South at the Senate, Senator Matthew Urogide. You are welcome, sir. Welcome His Royal Highness Kadiri Omogbae, the Ogieneni of Uzairwe Kingdom. We welcome the Crown Prince of Iseluku Kingdom, His Royal Highness Unduka Ezeagwina. We welcome Professor Mrs. Josephine Mokwenye of the University of Benin. We welcome the Commandant of the NSCDC State Command, Dr. Benito Eze. We also have here a strong delegation of the Freemasons led by the Grand Master Olorogun Moses Tega, Otumba J.O. Obufunwa. You're most welcome.
One more time, I'd like to welcome all of you. I understand one of the persons here lost some money and somebody found it. Is waiting for proof of ownership to hand over. The man who found it, his name is Wellington Uzamere. Once you can tell us confidently that it's your money. Wellington Uzamere, seated at the back, will hand over the money. But meanwhile, whilst we are speaking here, I'd like to welcome Amirul Mumunin Sultan Muhammadu Saad Abubakar III, the Sultan of Sokoto, and head Jamaatul Nasr Islam. I welcome you. And also following him is the Esama of Benin Kingdom, Chief Gabriel Igbenedion. I welcome you. I don't have brought Wellington. Prince Adilawo Latero Lagbegi, I welcome you. Honorable Saro Baze, the immediate past chairman of Oredo local government area, I welcome you too.
We welcome a member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Ehioze Agmanyima. You're welcome. We welcome also Honorable Matthew Idwa Yekeme, a former member of the Edo State House of Assembly. We also welcome the music maestro himself, Professor Victor Uwaifu. You're welcome. We welcome Honorable Ehioze Egariwa, former EGO, Local Government Council Chairman. Welcome Honorable Bello Sage, the former member representing Oedo Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives. We welcome the following professors from the University of Benin. Professor Edebi is here. You're welcome, sir. We welcome Professor Raymond Eliho. You're welcome. Professor Mrs. Osa Edo, you're welcome. We welcome Professor Aibweku. We also welcome Professor Etunsa from the USA. We welcome specially Apostle Hayford Alile, former Director General of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. We welcome also former Air Vice Marshal Joe Ehigie. We are glad to welcome Chief Barrister B.A. Ogbebo, the Osagwabaro of Benin Kingdom. We have a very high delegation from Ugbo land. We have His Imperial Majesty, Oba F.E.O. Akironton, the Okoro Ajiga, the first paramount ruler of Ugbo land. We welcome also Chief G.O. Edobo. We welcome the first daughter of Oba Ediawa, Princess Teresa. You're most welcome. Welcome Honorable Osazuwa Ehiorobo, former Chairman Ikpobaha Local Government Council. Our Royal Fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to this grand event Pastor Osagie Ize Yamu, the PDP governorship candidate in the 2016 election. He's here with his wife. Welcome, sir. We welcome also Honorable Samson Osage, a former member of the House of Representatives. We welcome Chief Ofume Ozame, the Ine of Benin Kingdom. He is the head of the Biwe Palace Society, one of the groupings, chieftaincy groupings in the palace. We welcome Chief Barrister B.A. Ogbebo, Gwabaro of Benin Kingdom, Chief D.O. Idabie, the Osagwe of Benin Kingdom, Chief A.I. Ehigie, Chief O.S. Omorogbe, Chief Isaac Orafwa, Chief Professor Joe Ogua, Chief Edege Ugbogbo, Chief A.O. Osazuwa, Chief Odiase, Chief Obadiahu Ihaza. You're most welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a very high-powered delegation from one of the kingdoms with which the Benin Kingdom has some historical ties, the Ekpeye Kingdom in Rivers State. His Royal Majesty Eze Robinson O. Robinson, the Eze of Ekpeye Logbo, the second of Ekpeye land, is here represented by His Royal Highness Eze Joshua Eyiba JP, Eze Igbuduya of Ekpeye land. Also on that delegation is His Royal Highness Eze G.O. Okpagi JP, His Royal Highness Eze Dr. David Chi Gegrem. We have Eze Dr. M.O. Romans. We have High Chief Honorable Abbott Ogbobula and Eze Kaki Ikaki JP, his Chairman Ekpeye Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs. You're welcome. We welcome also one of the women of substance in this city, Chief Lady Doris Obu. You're welcome. We welcome the President General of the Igbo Community Union in Edo State, Professor Chief Nat Anieku. You're welcome. We welcome a member of the House of Representatives and Deputy Chief Whip at the House, Honorable Pali Iriase. You're welcome. We welcome also the Deputy Inspector General of Police, who was at a time Commissioner of Police in Edo State, very effective Commissioner of Police in Edo State, DIG Folusho Adebanjo. He's here representing the Inspector General of Police. You're welcome, sir.
Again, we like to say a very warm welcome to all of you. Let me humbly, with deep respect, appeal to all the aides and police orderlies of our VIPs that are here. If you are seated anywhere, your principal is very safe. I can assure you that. He's very, very safe. But some of our special guests are standing, and the ushers are finding it difficult to sit them. So if you're an aide to one of our VIPs here or a police orderly, we appeal very humbly that you yield your seat as part of national service, as part of service to royalty, so that some of our VIPs can have seats, please. We appeal. Our traditional rulers are coming from virtually all over Nigeria. We welcome them with the warmth of this amazing kingdom. Let me welcome His Royal Highness Sheikh D.Y.E. Kanoba, the Agbai of Ekperi Land, Chairman Edo State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board. And also here is the Chairman of Ekpeye Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs, is a Ikaki Sobere Ikaki JP, all the way from Rivers State. And Honorable E.J. Agbonnayima, a member representing Ego Ikpoba, Ocha Federal Constituency, is here with us. Leke Ogungbe, representing the Governor of Kwara State, is actually the Deputy Chief of Staff, Kwara State, is representing His Excellency, the Governor of Kwara State. The yourself will do, Patrick E. Igbemidu JP, I welcome you, sir. Also to welcome the Enoge of Ukweru, Edo State, member of the Edo State Traditional Council. I'd like to alert and put on standby the following people. Dr. Odubu, Deputy Governor of Edo State, His Royal Highness Prince Professor G.I. Akeozie, Engineer Dr. Greg Ero, General Godwin Abe, Chief Elama Oseni, Ambassador Imahe, Ambassador Dan Hart, and Chief Igbe, the ESF Benin. All of these people should be ready to welcome His Excellency, the Vice President.
Our Royal Fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if I have the permission of the Chairman, Coronation Planning Committee, Professor G.I. Akenzwa, the Enoge of Abudu and Ewoba Nosa, I want to invite the Ine Cultural Troupe to put on a brief performance as we await other dignitaries. Ine Theatre Troupe, a very brief performance. As part of the traditional dance entertainment for this grand event, we are expecting 4 troupes to perform. They are the Royal Court Theatre, a troupe personally owned by the Oba himself. It's a special troupe that plays for the Oba. It's known as the Royal Court Theatre, a very unique group indeed. We also have to perform the Ine Cultural Troupe, the Ekasa, the very unique royal traditional dance, the royal traditional performance, the Ekasa, associated with the coronation of the Oba, is also expected to perform. We are also expecting the Oziegbe Troupe to perform, but for now, Ine is not ready. Any of the groups that is ready, please put on a short performance as we await the other dignitaries.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would like to welcome here Oba Adeyeye Enitan Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojaja II, the Ooni of Ife, and his lovely wife, and this very large entourage from the Ife Kingdom. Come, you Kabiyesi.
welcome specially the Honorable Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai. Thank you very much, Inner Theatre Troupe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can take leave. We welcome first-class traditional ruler of this country, the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Mohammed Sanusi, we welcome His Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi. He's also the Chancellor of the University of Benin. We welcome also the Chairman of Council, University of Benin, Senator Bob Effiong. Also, we are glad to have here on this occasion the Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin, Professor Faraday Osase or Rumese. You are welcome, sir. May I respectfully acknowledge the presence of the Minister of State for Health, Dr. Osagie Ehanire. He's here with his wife, Dr. Mrs. Ehanire. You are welcome. We welcome a very proud daughter of Benin Kingdom, Alhaja or Mosefe Tinubu. You're welcome, ma. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Uzama chiefs. The Uzama chiefs have the responsibility of performing the crowning procedures. Since history, it is still so today. We have here, leading that very powerful palace group, the Oliha of Benin Kingdom. Also, the Edohen of Benin is an Uzama chief. The Ero of Benin, the Oloton of Benin. You are all welcome, chiefs. We have Chief Solo Agwoba Wegian. We have Chief P.N. Omoegiate. We have Chief Osayomabo Osemigiero. They are the Eraibo Nogbe chiefs. Most welcome. We acknowledged earlier the presence of our father, Chief Sam Igbe, the Iyase of Benin Kingdom. He is the head of the Eraibo Noe. You're welcome, sir. We welcome Chief Solomon Ogbewe, the Uwayoba of Benin Kingdom, Chief G.O. Igbinedion, the Esama of Benin, belongs to that group and he has been acknowledged. We are glad to welcome in our midst. We are glad that he's here to see the crowning of his father, the first son of the new Oba of Benin, Prince Izelekai Ediawa. And I'm sure this is the last time he will bear that name. After today, he will take on the new title of the new Oba, and then he will no longer be addressed as Prince Ediawa. That new title will unfold very shortly. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome specially His Royal Majesty Alhaji Aliu K. Danesi, Oba Idanesi II Aidonoje of South Ibie Kingdom. We welcome Chief Esosa Egobamie. We welcome also Mrs. Ibim Seminatari, Acting Managing Director, Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. They are a troop belonging to His Majesty, but they say they will perform now because this is a distinguished audience. So the Royal Court Theatre, please come on stage. Ine Theatre Troop, if you are ready, come on stage. Any of the troops that is ready, come on stage very briefly. We welcome His Royal Highness A. Obaiton Ichama II, the Oloisoso of Ososo in Akoko Edo local government area. You're welcome, Royal Father. We thank you for your patience. Remember, the Oba is walking long distance of not less than 10 or 12 kilometers. Perhaps that is what is responsible for the delay. He walks and there are certain rites, certain rituals to be performed in certain locations of the city before he arrives here. For example, he will be crossing the River Omi, a reenactment of history. He will perform that and then come majestically to this arena where he will be formally crowned. He has chosen a name. That name will be unveiled after his crowning and announced to us by the Oliha of Benin Kingdom. It is the responsibility of the Oliha to announce the new name of the new Oba. We crave your indulgence, please. Ine Theatre Troop. Ine Theatre Troop. Ugesu Wagbeo. Waade. Egba re miewe. Duwa makwere na. Wari mioboya kuwe gobe o. Wene mi iye na. Wadoku niya. We welcome Prince Kazim Odibo. We welcome Barrister Vincent Wadiai. We welcome Honorable Wellington Oko. We also welcome a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Desmond Elliott. We welcome Osabo Jones Obadiawu, an in-law to the Oba. Obadiah is the younger brother of the first queen of the new Oba. Top government functionaries, our royal fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony, this very momentous ceremony, is not just the formal crowning of His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin. The staff of office of first-class traditional ruler will also be presented to him by the Edo State Governor, Comrade Adams Oshomole, who makes his exit as governor of the state next month. And so he will present perhaps the last major official assignment in the state, the presentation of staff of office of first-class traditional ruler to the Benin monarch. We're expecting the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We're expecting the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our royal fathers are already here. The Olu of Wari came very early. The Oroje of Okbe is here. The Oni of Ife is here with his wife. The Emir of Kano is here. The Emir of Zozo is here. We have distinguished traditional rulers. We have distinguished captains of industry. We have distinguished spiritual leaders. We have distinguished chiefs, all gathered here to witness the making of history and formal crowning of the Oba of Benin. The Etsunupe is here. Welcome, our royal father. So we are all privileged to be a part of the making of history. The chairman of the planning committee, I'm sure he's still putting a few things together. Enogie G.I. Akenzwa, who is here, of course, with his lovely wife. I'm sure he's putting a few things together to ensure that everything goes as planned. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saad Abubakar III, is very much in this arena. You're welcome, Royal Father. We welcome His Imperial Majesty, Oba Frederick Akinronton, the paramount ruler of Olugbo of Ugbo land. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the University of Benin is represented here in full force. And as we know, the Emir of Kano is the chancellor of that university. We have the chairman of council of the University of Benin, Senator Bob Effiong is here. The vice chancellor of that prestigious university, Professor Faraday Usase Orumesi, is also here. We welcome also Lawrence Ezemoye, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, UniBen. We welcome Mrs. O. Oshodi, Registrar of that university. We welcome also Dr. Baba Bila, Bursa, University of Benin. The former Vice Chancellor, Professor Sayuki Oshodi, has been here. We welcome one of our mothers, Mrs. Vero Igbe. She is the wife of the Iyase of Benin Kingdom. We welcome also Mr. and Mrs. Sonny Asemuta. You are most welcome.
Fathers, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we await the arrival of the new Oba of Benin, His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, let me quickly welcome here the wife of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin, and also Chief Edoho Eket Willie, member Governing Council of the University, and Honorable Ifalu Isibo, member of the Governing Council. And like my sister Benedicta said earlier, in a few minutes, this event will be on. I'd like to say thank you to all of you, particularly our royal fathers from virtually every part of Nigeria that are here to honor the new king and to bring color and celebration to the Benin Kingdom. We welcome all of you one more time in a few minutes. I'm very sure we will start off. I'd like to extend a very special welcome to the very powerful delegation from the Leto Dibo Royal Family of Lagos State, led by Prince Kazim Eleto Dibo. And also here is the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum, Dr. Chief Ibe Kachuku. You're welcome.
Wagado donuzama Wagado donuzama Wagado donuzama Wagado donuzama Wagado donuzama Wagado donuzama 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 Ona izaluga ọ̀nà ìṣẹ́lùkà 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 ọ̀nà ìṣẹ́lùkà.
Kokoye o,
oye,
kokoye,
oye,
kokoye,
oye, oye, ama oye,
kokoye,
oye,
kokoye,
oye, ama oye, ama oye.
Ayọ̀gbà.
Rabota tó pín màmá ni yoge.
Iye kokoye o,
Oye,
kokoye,
oye,
kokoye,
oye, ama oye,
kokoye,
oye,
kokoye,
oye.
Ayọ̀gbà.
Rabota tó pín màmá ni yoge.
Iye ego, ama ego, ego me,
Ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego, ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego me,
ego,
ego. Ego ose alako wela fofa.
Eka ose,
Wela kwikwi.
eka ose,
Wari eleti la o.
eka ose,
Wari peti lunu.
eka
Iye
ose,
alako wela fofa.
eka ose,
Alako wela kwikwi.
eka ose,
Wari peti la o.
eka ose,
Alako wela fofa.
eka ose.
Kokotia, ẹyin ẹ̀sùnmẹ́.
Okodia,
Iye láyọ̀ bá tú ọba o.
Okodia,
Ẹ̀yọ́ bẹ́jọ́ tú ọba.
Okodia,
Ẹ̀yọ́ bá tú ọba o.
Okodia,
Iye láyọ̀ máa ka tú ọmọ.
Okodia,
Àyín ní ìdòbò wa gbò.
Okodia,
Iye láyọ̀ máa ka tú ọmọ.
Okodia,
Àyín ní ìdòbò wa gbò.
Okodia,
Iye ẹ̀yin ẹ̀sùnmẹ́.
Okodia,
Ẹ̀yọ́ bá tú ọba o.
Okodia,
Iye ẹ̀yọ́ bá tú ọba.
Okodia,
Àkísà pọ̀ rí ọba o.
Okodia,
Òjò wa nọ pàkẹ́rì ọrẹ́.
Okodia,
Ẹ̀yọ́ bá tú ọba.
Okodia.
Eni giogio, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, nne ya kwu, nne ya tọmọ, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, nne ya kwu, nne ya tọmọ, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, akọrọ nware, nne ya kwu. Nne ya samo, nne ya ku, nne ya samo, akọrọ nwa, eni jojo.
Ìṣàdàgélé.
Ọmọ Ìṣàdàgélé. Ọmọ Ìṣàdàgélé.
Ọmọ Ìṣàdàgélé. Ọmọ Ìṣàdàgélé. Ọmọ Ìṣàdàgélé. Omo Isiadagele. 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 Anyabele.
Elufa. Anyabele sato samano anyabele sato.
Anyabele.
Anyabele sato abama anyabele sato.
Anyabele. 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 Anyabele.
Obubu no bukodo.
Eya.
Iyelo bubu no bukodo.
Eya.
Iye agaya ena bugo.
Eya.
Owiye giye ma bugo.
Eya.
Iye agaya ena bugo.
Eya.
Owiye giye ma bugo.
Eya. 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 Eya.
Iyelo bubu no bukodo.
Eya.
Eluwa. Eluwa. Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie. 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 Ìrọ̀pá ìdàmẹ́ o.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie. 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 Ìrọ̀pá ìdàmẹ́ o.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie. 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 Ìrọ̀pá ìdàmẹ́ o.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie.
Egorio waya we go mi o.
Egorie. 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 Ìrọ̀pá ìdàmẹ́ o.
Iwa banga egwo. Egwo nu kere ye.
Bàbá máa gbé gbọ́.
Abedoge
Gbọ́.
Abedoge
Gbọ́.